It's alright. That's a Wiggins saying for hello. We're in the camper van, and in the previous video, if you've watched it, I said I'm gonna go stay in this country, travel around the coastline of towards Lincoln, which is directly across from Wigan, well, not far off, and then travel down the east coast, south coast, and then up the west back home. About 3 weeks, I reckon. Now, I'm not exactly planned where we're going to stay, stuff like that. I've planned certain things I want to look at regarding the First and Second World War structures from the other channel, but I haven't planned where I'm going to stay. So I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit. I'm going to try hopefully some places we can camp up for the night using an app called Parking for Night. Then we'll try the Out and About app, which is the Camping and Caravanning Club. I'll link for either sites there, but mainly little tiny sites. I think they're called CL or CS, one of the two. And they own 5 caravans or motorhomes, that's it. They'll be fairly cheap. And if I have to do, I'll go on a big site if I have to do. I don't want to really pay that much, to be honest with you. You know, the idea of getting this motorhome is to be self-sufficient, especially when I go into Europe and places like that. So, moving a little bit. I'll also be using maybe search for sites, something like that. I'm not quite sure, but you get the gist of things. We'll see where we get up to, whereabouts we are, if we need to look for a campsite because it's getting late, or if we decide to stay a couple of days, who knows. So we set off on our first leg of our journey along the east, south and west coast of England. Our first port of call is to visit Skegness in Lincoln. Well, we've just arrived at Skeggy. I decided when we were coming here that I'd go and pay a visit to the Dam Busters pub, but when we got there, it's in a little village and there's no parking at the pub itself. I wanted to go and have a look round and, you know, see where Guy Gibson and all the Dam Busters actually had a drink and that. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out like that. So we're at Skegness, we've just parked up. We'll go have a quick mooch round and we'll have a look at what's here. Not many people at the moment here, to be honest with you. It's 6:15 and it's miserable anyway. It's not cold, it's just wet. But we'll have a quick walk round some of the things on the front of Skegness.
Vegetarian?
Quorn Hotel, I've got a feeling that'd be vegetarian. It's a little bit different driving around with a motorhome now. The van was quite easy, I could get anywhere. It was small, it was low, and I just noticed, you can't see it there, but driving for McDonald's, and I got stuck trying to get round in the motorhome. Camper van would have been fine. Been a few years since I've been to Skegness. Last time we came, we were stopped at Buckling's. We was on a motorcycle extravaganza thing set up by Motorcycle News, and we came into Skegness to have a walk round. But I don't know what it is. It just seems to have changed quite a lot, actually. Either that or my memory's going. Lots of things here to do, actually. It's like a mini Blackpool, if you want to class it as that. It's got casinos, and it's got driving food places like McDonald's and Kentucky. It's got nice fish and chip shop that has got things stuck above it, some kind of superheroes. It's got boating lake, more fish and chips, 10-pin ball. It's got quite a few of them alleyways. Yeah, it just looks different than when I came last time. Public toilets are open, just cost 20p. Not bad, and it's got an absolutely beautiful beach, lovely and sandy. This place here reminds me of the Scooby-Doo stuff, you know, the haunted amusement. Yeah, it's pretty quiet at the moment, even though it is June. Weather's not the world's greatest over here, but hopefully it'll open up sooner or later. Right, let's go and find something to eat. Well, there's plenty of fish and chip shops here. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3 at the side of each other. Size of that fish to my hand. It's massive. It has a pier, but we haven't had a chance to go on it. It's got a nice little park for the kids to play. Fudge factory. Must be posh having a Savoy in tow. And that's a little trip around the front part of Skegness. This is where we parked. Sticks out a little bit, but generally it's alright. Well, there you are, Skegness in a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's alright. It's a nice place. I think it'd be nice in summer, obviously. Well, it is in summer, but I mean, if the weather was better. It's got quite a few things going for it. Some look very new, to be honest with you. I don't remember half of the stuff here when I was here 7, 8 years ago. It seems a big improvement. Maybe it's just me. Plenty of chippies, restaurants, hotels, little boating, a couple of little boating areas, you should say. They can get a boat and have a walk, you know, have a row out or whatever they do with them. Plenty of amusements, loads of amusement places, loads of eateries as you would expect, and places where you can go and buy your candy and stuff. Well, it is a seaside town at the end of the day, but yeah, it was all right. You know, I think I'd come here for a weekend definitely, and you know, if it was closer, I'd bring the grandkids here, because I think it would be. It's all right. It's quite nice actually, especially playing on the beach there. I can imagine it. We spend all day on the beach with the grandkids, definitely. Right, let's move on to the next destination. Okay, we've pulled up at a place called Freeston Shore. It's an RSPB site, which is Royal Society for Prevention, Protection of Birds, sorry. And we're going to stay on this car park tonight. Only me and another camper van there, another motorhome. Now they say you've got to pay £1, so I don't know how much. £1 all day. Well, I'll pay it because it goes to the RSPB anyway, so I'll pay that and then I'll go for a mooch round. We've stopped here so I can have a look at an emergency coastal battery that was set up at the beginning of the Second World War, but this video is for another channel.